Greetings, internetizens. This is Elmerthien playing Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. In the last episode, we went to Chinatown to find the Mafia headquarters. Instead, we just found the evil counterparts of Chelmy and his assistant, and that gave us the idea to go back to the past. To meet the real Chelmy. And there was another wet person. In a lab coat. Wasn't there some other stuff? Oh, it's just the bee. His voice is annoying. Come on, it's just the woods. What now? Say, when was that lighthouse on the Thames built? About 5 or so years ago. Did anyone complain about the lighthouse's peculiar location? Building a structure like that in the middle of the Thames seems like it would do more harm than good. There's a house next to it. You make a good point, Professor, but enough chat about the city. We need to make for the clock shop. Oh, thank goodness you stopped. The most debonair gentleman in London requires your assistance. Okay, what's the matter? Is it blasted bird over there? Oh, it's the bird. The dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cuff relic right off my sleeves. What bird? This bird. Oh, that must be the bird this fellow was talking about. Oh wow, a parrot! Don't just stand there gaping. Grab the awful thing before he gets away. You may not have noticed, sir, but we're in a bit of a hurry here. Listen to yourself, Luke. Don't you remember what the professor always says? Helping people in need is the duty of every gentleman. I suppose you've got me there. Very well then, let's think. This bird clearly likes shiny objects. Yeah, another coin detector. Tell me, sir, do you have anything shiny we could borrow for a moment? Of course. What sort of gentleman would I be without the proper accoutrement? Here, I carry around this garnet for when I need to accessorize with a little flesh. Oh dear. What's wrong? Curses! My garnet has fallen to the bottom of my bag and I can't reach it. You're not making it very easy to help you, sir. Yeah, it's one of those red garnets. As opposed to the pink, orange, or green ones. Or purple.
Allow me to present my solution. It seems I was right on the money.
Aha! There we are! With any luck, this fleshy bauble will attract the feather fellow. When he gets close, see if you can make friends. Leave it to me. Right then, here goes. This looks like they're shooting some lasers or magic weapon at it. Here he comes. Don't worry, little guy. We won't hurt you. Squawk! Squawk! You don't say. Say, that bird seems pretty keen on you. Are you friends now? Of course. Now that you're friends, Why don't you give him a name? That's a great idea, Professor. But what should I name him? I thought of making it. Narnia reference, but nah. I know, Polly and Digger are in that prequel book. What else? Let's make weird roundabout his attorney reference. But instead of naming him after the parrot, because Polly is a gross name, instead. Birds. I was hit by an indirect association with another bird-themed person from the thingy. Investigations. But she's more of a crow. As is Miles's hair. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Greg. Hello, Beckett. I'm Oak. Nice to meet you too, Greg. And now I remember the other Greg. But his lover wasn't a garnet. Well done. That was amazing. Of course. What else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton? He has a minigame? Thank heavens you have caught that feathery menace. What fine young men you two are. Keep at it, and one day you may well each become a true gentleman like myself. We're glad we could help. Here you go. I believe these cufflinks and garnet are yours. Oh yes, there we are. With this on, I'm even more devastatingly handsome than before. Now I believe you two young men deserve something for your trouble. Oh, there's really no need, sir. Yes, he's right. Helping people is reward enough for any gentleman. Or any hero. I suppose they might also need some equipment and stuff for more adventure. Today's the big day. At last I shall propose to the most enchanting woman in all of London. That is, I shall make a business proposition. Wow, that's exciting. Yes, at last Belle, radiant goddess that she is, oh no, will know my heart's deepest secret. And that is to start a clothing line with her. You see, though I am a stylish gentleman, I might argue the most stylish gentleman in town, no one has their finger on the pulse of fashion like teenage girls. What's more, every genius needs a muse, and that's where Belle enters the picture. Good luck with that. Alright, let's check the minigame. Hey! Squawk! All you have to do is bring that apple to me. Ah! Delivery bird? These items are heavy. Predict his flight path? Make purchase out of rope. Ropes can't intersect. And it's timed! No. Wow, great work, Greg. You got that apple to me in no time. Wow, great. Wow, great. Delivery squawk. An excellent mimic. Is this gonna be plot relevant? I'd still like to check some other stuff. Now that we got this bird, new stuff might appear at this side of the city. And this side of the kitty. And that just reminded me of this video named Welcome to Kitty City. It's about transforming cats. Yeah, it's this guy. Oh, the door. The door seems to be locked. Is this copycat? Oh right, it's just this statue again. This guy has nothing now. Nothing on the ground, nothing on the sewers. Let's take the path on the left up here. The left? Will it take us back to Midland Road as well? It will, and in half the time. Okay. Oh, new guy. I see you staring at me. What do you need, boy? Oh, nothing, sir. I just saw you there and thought I'd say hello. You've got some guts approaching me. It makes me laugh. It's been a while since I had myself a chuckle like that. Let me thank you with a puzzle. Four children below are playing in a park. They suddenly realized they needed to go home. They mixed up their coats. Hey, I forgot my coat. B has A's coat. See, wait a minute, I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. Who's wearing D's coat? D doesn't have his coat. A doesn't have a coat at all. B has A's coat. And D doesn't have his own coat, so has to be C.
Here's my answer. Phew, that's a relief.
Let that puzzle be a lesson to you. If you're careless with your things, you can lose them. Here, take this. I found it over there. You must have left it behind last time you were here. Oh yeah. It's Pavel the tourist. But which guy is he? Which of the people in this story is he? Look at this mushroom! Anything that's in character for him? Pointy hat. The boss has a pointy hat. So it might be the witch. The mustached customer. Nope. Doesn't like his cocoa black. That doesn't make much sense. This guy wants coffee then? And guy by the window has a mustache. So does this guy. No, oh, those are lips! Right, I forgot this guy had fish lips. Oh, and I'm putting him in the wrong slot again. Tip the man. So here, it's Don Paul ordering a coffee. This guy probably wants tea. Maybe it's this guy who got the mushroom. And what's Coco? And the milk is gone! Midland Road is just on the other side of the door. I'll run ahead and open it. Hey! Oh, the door's locked. Locked? That can't be. Step aside, little Luke. I'll get it open. Strange. It is locked. Look here, you two. There's an unusual an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door. I clicked too early. Missing tiles. Place 4 numbered tiles on the blank spaces so that all the conditions set forth by the equation are fulfilled. Let's see. Can't repeat any numbers.
This puzzle has met its match. Success!
Wonderful work, Big Luke. I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door still won't open. If the puzzle wasn't keeping the door shut, what is? Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. Okay, do you have a weapon? It might seem like too simple a solution, but will you two help me shut this door? Certainly. It seems we've run out of other options anyway. Ready? Everyone? All together on 3, 1, 2, 3! Oh, I messed up the intonation. Oof. Who's that sprawled out on the street? Ha ha ha! It's hard to believe, but this fellow must have fallen asleep against the door. This just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, even if that answer is just brute force. Just as Alexander the Great. Oh wait, we can't time travel that far. Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer is coming right at us and he looks mad. Hey, why do you kick down my napping door? Not only did it hurt, but you woke me up. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please understand we had no idea you were there. Didn't realize it was you. Look, forget I saw anything. I'm feeling kinda queasy, so I'm just gonna head home now. I seem to have driven that poor man off again. I wouldn't fret it over too much, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're just about there. But I think there's a thing I haven't examined yet. I bet the view from the observation deck is out of this world. It does have quite the view, but we don't have time to stop right now. To the clock shop. Just don't dare to fight the gazebo. There's the shop. The door was locked earlier and no one would answer it when we knocked. That's because you didn't know the secret knock. Watch this. Come on in. Go on, try the door now. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Well, look who's back. Ah, what are you doing hiding there? I see you've learned the secret knock, dearie. Actually, it was I who did the knocking, Spring. Is Cog around, or did you cannibalize him for parts? There you are, look. Cog's in the back room. Oh, are you friends with the owners of the clock shop, Luke? I suppose I neglected to mention it earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it. Alright, let's hear what he has to say. Cog's tuning up the clock in the back. Any new puzzles? I thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor and... Look, the Professor's apprentice. Yes, look, of course. Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? I think it would help get everyone on the same page. It would be my pleasure. You there, Luke? The smaller Luke, that is. Yes? Tell me, boy, what does this contraption behind me look like to you? A big old clock. Right you are. By my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old girl needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spent quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling up her gears one day when two family goons busted in. Here we go! This has got to be the place the boss was talking about. For sure. Hey boss, there's a big clock here, just like you said. It's a real antique. Come over and see. Just what do you two think you're doing barging into my shop? And get your hands off my clock. Can it, Gramps? You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with? A bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop. If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now out of the way, we've got a schedule to keep. What are you clowns putzing around for? Get to work! If we don't hurry, things won't be ready by the time you know who talked about. Sorry, Postro. We're trying our best, but Gramps here is making things difficult. Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to deal with difficult. Throw him out on the street. Let me go, you dirtbags. We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. It's okay with you, isn't it? Looks like he's struggling to keep his glasses on. You keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me? We're just about on schedule. But we have to wait to turn this thing on until it's the exact time the big guy mentioned. That's all I heard before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found what the thugs wanted from my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientists. I think the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole or warp point. But how did they manage to do that? Beats me. It was all mumbo jumbo. Something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time. Anyway, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they anticipated. I see, and somehow this hole in time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours. That would be the case, yes. The clock has been here, ticking away for over 100 years. My guess is that something about the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to this spot. It's an artifact! Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became a part of my clock. The thing is, I'm the only one who can keep that old gal running. Which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close this wormhole. That's really strange. It's a burden, is what it is. Once the family found out about what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them. After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cog isn't a part of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It sure sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog in Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine and helped get my message through. And upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. That's quite the plan you have drummed up, Big Luke. Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chelney all the questions you want. But when you're done chatting, you will come back and put a stop to what's going on here, won't you? Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That was exactly the answer I was hoping for. Well, I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who can stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself. Haha, quite right. My apologies, I should never have doubted you. Let me see here. Seems you've solved at least 30 puzzles. Yep, you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Hopefully you'll learn something there that will help us fix the terrible situation in our time. Yes, I hope so too. Now, Coggy, if you would be so kind as to fire up the clock. I hope you'll understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk disturbing the events of the past any more than necessary. I agree completely. Besides, the poor inspector's eyes might very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 looks. But just think about how funny it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke. Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. The room is shaking. Here we are. I feel sick. Are you going to be alright, Luke? You're positively green. I feel sort of seasick, my ears are all stuffy, and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow. Yep, that would be the time sickness talking. The first jump I made, I felt the same way. Well, Cog, we're going to head off now and see what we can find out. Sounds good? I'll be here waiting for you. Just use that special knock and I'll let you in. Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if you went back to your own time while we were out. Yep, that would be a pain. All right. Now you two should skedaddle. I'd like to get home in time for dinner. Are you done with your investigation here already? No, quite the opposite. We're actually just getting started. There's no doubt about it, Professor. We're back in our time. The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar. Phew! You know, all this time travel has really worn me out. Yes, I could do with a rest myself, but we mustn't keep Cog waiting. You're right, so shall we go find Inspector Chelmy? That will be our second stop. First, I'd like to run by my office at the university. So we are taking a break. Not quite. I need to do a little prep work for our session with Inspector Shelby. Preparation, my boy, is the foundation upon which every good investigation is built. Right you are, Professor. Now that we are back in our own town, we can reach the university by bus in a matter of minutes. Let's go! It's you! And how are you doing, young fella? Oh, hello there! Nice to see you again! Again? What's this again business? I just thought I'd give you some advice, is all. Alright, shoot! Not many. Is that so? It's not all that great a secret anyway, well. Okay, well, thank you. We should really go now. We've got a lot to do. Wait, don't just turn off like that. I have a puzzle. That's right. I have a puzzle for you. What? Haven't I done this? No, I don't think so. Take the first left. It looks like the number 90. Or 50. And the clock tower. Go straight. Take the first left. Take the next start and then the next left. Stairs.
This one's as good as solved.
What? Did I do
I
this
guess it's
backwards?
back to the drawing board. about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
How's that for a fun puzzle? It's in your top 10, yeah? It was okay, I guess. What? Just okay? Oh, I get it. You're playing it cool. You don't want to be let on that my puzzle rocked your socks off. You might be thinking too hard about this. Yeah, someone wants tea. We're back to the past. And gonna go to the university. And meet Shelmy. Don't steep it too long. Oh, the apple again. Nothing new. I suppose there will be some indication when I get new stuff to deliver. But I thought delivering stuff was done by pigeons. Or sometimes eagles. Oh, it's closed. The witch is unavailable. Where do you suppose these stairs go, Professor? I'd say they probably lead to a more residential area. Sail, all this talk of stairs has reminded me of a puzzle. Care to hear it? Would I ever? Two men are moving boxes from the first floor to the third. The larger man can carry 2 boxes at a time. It takes him 1 minute to get to the 3rd floor. It takes him 20 seconds to traverse a floor. A smaller man can carry 1 box at a time, but it takes him just 30 seconds to make it to the 3rd floor. The rhythm trip to the 1st floor is the same as the trip up. 7 boxes total. Big guy carries 2 at once. Well, little guy carries 2 within the same minute. 4 in a minute. But the trip back? No. Yeah, it's 4 in a minute. In 2 minutes, actually. Which should make it 3 minutes.
This one's as good as solved. I knew it!
Exemplary thinking, Lou. Now let's get back to work. There's nothing up there but rows of houses. Yeah, that's kinda how cities work. Hi there, small fly. What can I do for you? I noticed there's a bus stop up ahead. London still has bus service, doesn't it? Of course! We've got more buses than you can shake a stick at. What an odd question to ask. Excellent! Did you hear that, Professor? London's buses still run? I heard, Rook. Your exuberance is appreciated, but we don't want to unsettle our friend here. Jeez, I've never seen someone get so jazzed about riding the bus. Well, if you like buses, you're going to love this little number. I was riding a double-decker bus and the tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level. 40% as many tourists in the upper level. How many people total were in the bus? 25 tourists on the lower level? Times 1.4. 35. And 37, at least with the tour guide and the driver.
Here's my answer. I knew it!
You know, I'm a bus aficionado myself. My favorites are the double-deckers around town. None of the businesses around here seem to be open. Let's make our way back to my office. Now, which bus goes to Glassenhaller University? Okay, but I wanna do some puzzles. Oh, hello again, bright eyes. I trust you found yourself some nice shiny hint coins. Yes, and your expert direction played no small role. Lovely. I'm glad I could be of help. But where's my thank you? Out with it already. Of course. Please excuse me for not issuing proper thanks. We appreciate your assistance. Yes, thank you. We never would have found them without the help of a wise old lady like yourself. Now, just a moment there, Halfpint. Who are you calling old? They call me Flora They don't call me Flawless Florence for nothing, you know. I'm as fit and nimble as any teenager. I apologize, Miss Florence. I didn't mean to call you old. I know how sensitive some seniors can get about their age. Senior? Old? You just don't get it, do you? Looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson the old-fashioned way, with a puzzle. In my younger days, I was considered quite the catch. This is a picture of me back then, along with 3 of my handsome suitors. A few moments after this photo was taken, one of these kids confessed his love by presenting me with a heart. Well, this one looks like a doctor. No, those are roses. He's a florist. Flowers? Maybe he doesn't work with flowers. Maybe he has a lab coat after all. Or could a heart be a part of some musical instrument?
Here's my answer. Let me think this through again.
It's holding flowers. How does either of these things constitute a heart? There's not even a gingerbread heart or anything.
Here's my answer.
What?
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
What is this all about? Yeah, there are heart symbols around. He's holding a music book. How is that a heart?
This one's as good
Can
as
you
solved.
fold it into a heart shape?
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Yeah. You two are smart cookies when it comes to puzzle solving. I'll give you that. The compliment means all the more coming from a lady such as yourself, Florence. I do hope we run into each other again sometime. Now you're making me blush. You can sweet talk me if you like, but you should know I'm a married woman. It seems our friend here has taken a shine to you, Professor. As the witch is in charge of the cafe. Alright, let's get to the university. I have to admit that I've gotten a bit turned around with all this time traveling. What are we investigating now? Oh, feeling a bit discombobulated, my boy. I can hardly blame you. It's also not every day that I travel to the future and meet my adult self. I could could do with a bit of a review on our case as it currently stands. Very well. Let's see if we can bring you up to speed. Alright. Do you remember why Big Luke called us to the future? To stop the evil Professor Layton, right? And what exactly are we stopping my future self from doing? Oh, right! We want to stop him from completing his time machine research. Precisely. Which is exactly why you and I were headed to Chinatown. Oh yes, now it's all coming back to me. But then we failed to get into Chinatown. It was at that point you started talking about asking the inspector some questions. Yes, but at the time I had no idea we'd be able to jump back to our own time to question him. In that sense, it seems we got pretty lucky. Perhaps. Perhaps it sounds like something isn't sitting right with you. Is something bothering you? Indeed. And it's that something we've come to investigate. Oh, and we've just about reached our stop. We'll run by my office and then it's off to see the inspector. The forgotten case of the last that is gone? I need to stop by my office and check something. After that, we'll go find Inspector Chelm. Hey, aren't you the guard we bumped into at the demonstration? Why are you here? As you may recall, last week's demonstration experienced a few hiccups, and the Dust Settled management decided it would be best to cut me loose. I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me. I don't believe I've properly introduced myself yet. Please, sir, don't bother. Dean Delmona filled me in. It's an honor to meet you, Professor Layton. I've actually just been holding on to a puzzle just in case you happen to come by. Care to hear it? The Shaded Trio? Each member of a Shaded Trio was dressed in red, white, and green, are disguised Italian. None of their outfits were the same. The men were the same color jackets. Two of them had white pants on. The woman's jacket was green. Two of them had white pants. The larger man wore a white hat. If two have white pants, it's probably not the same two that have white jackets. Right. This can't have white pants because he has a white hat.
Let's see if I've got this right. Just as I suspected.
Simply beautiful work, sir. Thank you so much for indulging me. Not at all. I quite enjoyed myself. There you are, Professor. I see you can stop lecture again this week. Let me guess, are you investigating another strange mystery? Hello, Rosetta. Yes, something rather pressing has come up. Oh, is she involved in archaeology? Because that's an appropriate name. But I'll be sure to hold a makeup session later. Oh, no worries, Mr. L. No worries, Mr. L. As long as I get my credits, I'm not sweating it. Now, what kind of attitude is that to have, Rosetta? If you want those credits, you'll have to earn them. And as your paper is on the stone relics of Cornwall, I'd say you have your work cut out for you. As your advisor, I insist that you check in with me weekly until your paper's shaped up. I didn't mean to imply I wasn't interested in the work, and I'm very much looking forward to our sessions together. Not every girl has the privilege of receiving private instruction from the great Professor Layton. What I meant to say is that you should check in during office hours. Oh, you don't have to tell me twice, Professor. I'll see you next week. I don't know what that girl's up to, but it can't be good, Professor. Oh, she has a crush on him. Nonsense, my boy. I'm sure it's all in your head. Or maybe she wants to go on an adventure, like a literal mystery-solving adventure. You can't fool me. Did you see the look she gave you? She's a man-eater, whatever that means. Oh dear. Okay, I'm done for today. See you next time.